Guys, forgive me, it's a quiet week, and yes, I like Tim Tears. Why not? They lost 4-1 in the Europa League after a lot of them thought that Martin O'Neill was going to be finishing the job off and getting the Europa League and finally winning it. But the reality is, Celtic haven't won a knockout game in 23 years, I think it is now. And of course, they went on and talked about or tried to diminish our achievements on getting to the Europa League final and what we did in Europe. They just can't win any games, can they? And more to the point, it gets absolutely hilarious as the person that they claim is their messiah, Martin O'Neill, literally hits back at their supporters saying their protests are not a good idea, literally goes nuclear on their own fan base. Yeah, and I'm all here for it. It's a quiet week, guys, forgive me. Let's have a little bit of entertainment before the serious stuff happens, of course, against Livingston. Let's have a watch, guys, but first, please do hit the like button and hit the subscribe button for more.
Anybody who thinks that's a good idea needs their heads examining. Really. God is say to. Really is. You can imagine what... I've been a manager here at this football club when teams like Juventus were scared stiff coming. Scared stiff. There was a cause that embraced players, managers, and crowd and everything, the whole thing. And that there is. Can you imagine being a Stuttgart player now, thinking coming on, you're on 5 or 6 minutes, you're worried about the crowd. The atmosphere to begin with was fantastic, really, and then suddenly that happens. One, it disrupts the game for a start, obviously, and secondly, if I'm a Stuttgart player, I'm thinking, don't feel too bad here. Don't feel too bad, instead of being intimidated by the situation and things like this here. It's not. And that helps no one.
Do you think it impacted on your players as well? Do you think it impacted on your players also?
Well, I think who's to say that what it does? I think there was a disruption like this here. Well, one of the other games that you had this season, was it Dundee, was it, or something like that there? So, and I never really asked the players about that because it wasn't in my time, but it is now, and I genuinely don't see the point of it. I don't really. It doesn't help, and as I said to you, more to the point of the impact that it has on the opposition, and as much as anything else. I think Ian was telling me that Mr. Brian Wilson was having chats with different groups. We were hoping that something good can come from that, but it's not great to see, I must admit. Not great for a fantastic football club like this. And it is a fantastic football club.
Some fans also, Martin, reacted to to Kasper Schmeichel and his performance. You got a bit of a hard time. What did you make of that?
I genuinely did not. I was asked that question in there, and I didn't know that. I didn't know that. All I will say is, if we played Feyenoord in a game that we probably had to win, and I think it was 1 each at the time. And he made an unbelievable save. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here playing tonight. So, anyway, this is a team game, and we'll all have to deal with it.
Oh, well, paradise is certainly shaking. They are sort of eating themselves alive. The manager turning on the fans. The fans in Celtic are an interesting one because they're, of course, doing a boycotting right now. And thought Martin was supposed to be on their side. It turns out they're on the board side, which is absolutely glorious to see. But they're a simple bunch. I literally seen them in euphoria yesterday, despite them on their boycott of games, lapping up the fan. They're getting 7,500 tickets to Ibrox. Make it make sense. But yeah, Martin's tears, Celtic fans' tears, I'm here for. And hopefully we get some more this weekend. Guys, do let me know your thoughts in the comments. In other news, Premier League interest in GD Gassama is beginning to gather pace, and Everton, Sunderland and West Ham should all be paying particularly close attention as the summer window approaches. The 22-year-old winger has enjoyed a standout campaign at Ibrox following his £2.2 million move from Sheffield Wednesday last summer. After registering 7 goals in 43 championship appearances in 2024-25, there was a sense that Rangers were investing in potential rather than the finished product. What has followed, however, has been a season of rapid growth and tangible output. Gassama burst onto the scene with 4 goals in his first 4 appearances for Rangers, instantly establishing himself as a serious attacking threat. That early momentum has not faded. He has remained a consistent presence in the side, contributing 8 goals and 3 assists across 44 matches in all competitions. Those numbers only tell part of the story. His direct running, willingness to isolate fullbacks, and improve decision-making in the final third have made him a focal point of Rangers forward play. The arrival of his former Sheffield Wednesday manager, Danny Röhl, has clearly played a role in his development. Röhl's trust appears to have unlocked another level in the winger's confidence. As one observer noted, when a manager believes in you and gives you freedom, you see the difference immediately. Gassama looks like a player who knows he belongs at this level. That self-assurance has translated into greater consistency, something that perhaps eluded him during spells in the Championship. With Premier League scouts now regularly monitoring his performances, attention will inevitably turn to which English clubs could make a concrete move. Everton's situation on the flanks makes them a natural candidate. Injuries and uncertainty have left David Moyes short of reliable wide options heading into the summer. Jack Grealish's serious injury has compounded the issue, and while the club would like to make that deal permanent, there is no guarantee it will materialise. Tyreek George's loan includes only an option to buy, meaning he too could depart. As one source close to the situation put it, Everton need legs and directness out wide. They can't afford another season of makeshift solutions. Gassama would represent a relatively affordable investment with upside. At 22, he fits the profile of a player who can grow in value while immediately strengthening the squad. If Everton secure European qualification, the need for depth becomes even more pressing. A winger with pace, energy and experience of high-pressure fixtures would tick multiple boxes. Sunderland, meanwhile, have built a reputation for identifying emerging talent and providing a platform for development. Regis Lebris has not hesitated to rotate his wide options this season, even deploying fullback Try Hume on the right wing at times. That decision alone underlines the inconsistency in the squad's natural wide players. There is also uncertainty surrounding the futures of Romain Mundal and Kemsdin Talbi, both of whom may seek more regular minutes elsewhere. Gassama's profile aligns closely with what Lebris demands from his attackers. He wants wingers who stretch the pitch, who run at defenders, and who are brave in 1-versus-1 situations, an analyst remarked. Gassama does all of that. A move to Wearside would offer him regular football and a clear developmental pathway, while Sunderland would gain a dynamic presence capable of elevating their attacking output. West Ham present a slightly different scenario. Their league status next season remains uncertain, but even in the event of relegation, parachute payments would provide financial flexibility. Nuno Espirito Santo has demonstrated this season that he can maximise the impact of direct, explosive wide players, as evidenced by Crescencio Somerville's outstanding form. Gassama's prior experience in the Championship could make him especially appealing if the Hammers were to drop into the second tier. Equally, if they retain their Premier League status, the promise of regular minutes amid potential departures could prove decisive. West Ham will need to refresh their wide areas, a recruitment insider suggested. If they move early, Gassama is exactly the type of player who could excite supporters and add real thrust. For Rangers, the growing interest is both flattering and potentially lucrative. Having secured Gassama for a modest fee, they would be well placed to command a significant profit should bidding intensify. Much will depend on their own ambitions and whether they view him as central to long-term plans under Röhl. What is clear is that Gassama's trajectory is upward. At just 22, he has combined productivity with maturity, and Premier League clubs are taking note.
But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.